Inter Miami did not win last night, did not lose, has not lost with Messi yet. We were talking yesterday because this story to me is fascinating. An international superstar has come over here to make soccer matter in America, has done it in our city, which is really good at this particular thing. If you never lose, we'll love you forever. If you are the best and keep being the best, we are a great bandwagon town. And this town cares about, I would say, soccer differently than almost any place in the United States. I think I can say that because...
How so? What do you mean different?
Oh, it's just so I believe Dade County is still the only county in America, or one of the few, that is more than 50% a minority. It is a majority, and the Hispanic, it's a lot of different Hispanic cultures, and so it's not just where Americans are interested in soccer, but Latin America, our city, you have a lot of people here, a lot, who don't speak English, who just don't speak English, and I see them all over the place wearing the Messi jerseys. And as he tries, and Apple tries, and MLS tries to make soccer a bigger sport here, I don't think of a better way that you can do it than get the biggest star in the world, have him scoring a bunch of goals, and have him playing games that are interesting even when they're 0-0 like yesterday's was.
Yeah, it's clear that you spent your time away just watching the Rays, and you missed some really exciting Lionel Messi matches. But in trying to welcome everybody aboard, and one of the things that I've noticed down here, people are asking for the games at sports bars. You would never be able to watch it in Miami at a sports bar, really, unless it was a branded event. People are asking for sound on in the sports bars. It's pretty wild to see the community really rally around this huge event. But in welcoming everybody in, they got on board with the Leagues Cup, which is a brand new competition, and every time they looked at the standings, they were very confused. Wait, how are they winning this? But they're last place. And you try to explain U.S. Open Cup the same exact way. They're in the final of that. That'll be on September 27th. That's also confusing to folks. The only thing that the new people to the sport here in the States are really understanding is the MLS standings, to which Inter Miami were at the very bottom of when Messi came aboard. So last time was his second ever MLS regular season game. It was his first ever MLS home match, and it was a scoreless draw against a really good Nashville team that drew Miami in the Leagues Cup final, has the largest soccer-specific stadium in the United States, a great team, and I thought they played masterful defense. Masterful. There was nothing available to Inter Miami direct. They were man-marking Messi with three guys, and Miami, for whatever reason, couldn't get it outside. Miami was actually fortunate to get the point. But if you look at the standings right now, they're second from the bottom. They did get some help yesterday, but when you consider that this team has an international break that they have to deal with, and players that aren't Messi got called into their national teams. Martinez, Crema, Drake Callender, the goalie that became a star in the Leagues Cup final. It's going to be hard to navigate. There's three matches being played during that international window where they won't have the likes of Messi. And from what I can gather, it seems as though people new to the sport will say it's an epic disappointment if this team that Messi joins mid-season doesn't make the playoffs, and it's almost an insurmountable hole that they've dug themselves. But if they do it, then I think everyone can connect with that story.
Loved excuse making. Hey, how about that PK they didn't call?
It was offside. Yeah. So undone. Yeah, it was a handball. It looked to me like it was a handball. I was surprised by the VAR, but it turns out it was offside. So that's what happened there.
That dismissive sound, I don't think that's the way an argument should work on a large media forum where someone says something and the only response from the person on the other side is,
he sucked his teeth.
Look,
I knew what he meant, though.
Yeah, man, because everyone knows. Everyone knows that's an international sound of whatever.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I know you're a big Hani Mukhtar fan, the reigning MLS MVP. And Nashville's a great team, and I think that, look, throughout the Leagues Cup, they would tie teams. They had a 4-4 draw at FC Dallas. So it's not like they were just running through these teams. They ran into difficult opposition, but they would find a way to win it in either extra time or PKs. In the regular season, 90 minutes are up. You get a draw. You get 1 point from that.
180 minutes against Messi, and I don't know who's the best player between him and Mukhtar. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All this hullabaloo, all of this, you're not even the best player in MLS. How about that?
All this hullabaloo.
Marino Montana is over, but Mukhtar Messi is back on.
They have not lost since he's been here, and I believe, I'm telling you, we are,
Semantics.
as a bandwagon town, we are uniquely qualified to show up and care about, well, you came from last place, you added the best player in the world, and now you're trying to climb up the standings by never losing. We can support sports that way. That is the Miami sports fan. That's what, man, the obnoxious University of Miami football fan was born on we win every home game for 5 straight years. We win all the time. You will not see us lose. Miami is only good in sports at that particular allegiance of give us the sparkly thing and we will front run with the best of them.
While we're on the topic of deflating you guys here, Dan, earlier you said that like Miami is the only city in America where it is a majority minority. Turns out
I didn't say that. I said one of the few. Dade County, one of the few. I said, and I also said it might not be true anymore. It was true once upon a time.
It was an answer in the New York Times crossword last week. Biggest majority Hispanic county in the U.S., Miami-Dade. I got it. So you're right.
14 out of 50 of the 15 biggest cities in America are majority minority. And as of 2015, 12% of all counties in America are majority minority.
So you believe Miami is not incredibly ethnic? You believe a lot of places are as ethnic as
Are you guys
Dade
having
County?
to move the goalpost off right now? What is happening?
We're doing
Apologize
we're
to
doing
me.
U.S.
It was in the
Census.
crossword.
What I'm doing?
Are you saying we're not uniquely ethnic? That's what you're saying.
You're ethnic? You're not uniquely ethnic. No, it's not unique because turns out 14 other cities or 13 other cities in the top 15 have the same characteristics.
I'm good moving on, but I do think that the only thing that people new to the sport are really understanding and trying to explain it to them is the standings, because they can Google that. And it's going to be really impressive if they do find their way into the playoffs. And, beating Nashville would have been immense. Nashville's a very good team and very tough to break down defensively. And they only got 1 point. And like I said, they were fortunate to do so. But I think they got some help with the Montreal and Chicago results.